going to be free, yes, no. This is a crystal ball reading, and if you want to book a love or career reading, my readings start at 15, so 15 for the mini read. Okay, let's see. Paige, will Ryan, what'd you say about Ryan? Give me 1 second here. Okay, will Ryan come back to you? All right. The thing is very interesting. I don't know about Ryan, but I am showing you, because obviously this is like a scrying works differently. So it's whatever answer I see for you the one time that I gaze. Okay, so this is gazing, scrying. So I'm going to limit it to one vision. You know, if it's a reading, then I continue. But what I'm seeing is an engagement ring. All right. I could describe it, but that's not important. It is a solitaire. So I'm seeing an engagement ring. So I don't know if this is Ryan. So this is an important theme for you. So if this was something that, it could be a promise ring too. Sometimes there's smaller versions of engagement. But yes, okay. If you already had that happen not that long ago, or there was something with Ryan and a ring and it was like a big ordeal, or it was just something significant between both of you, then it's a memory. And in which case you got to let me know, because then I will look again. But if it hasn't happened, this is the next theme. I don't know if it's with him. I saw the ring for you. Okay. All right. Yeah, but you weren't given a ring. If you were given the ring already and you turned it down, or there was something stressful about getting one, or you tried one on, it would be in the past. If you have not seen or tried on the ring or anything like that, it would be in the future. All right. So, okay. So he told you your feelings and then he disappeared. Okay. But I am seeing the ring though. I am seeing the ring. So, I don't know if it's him or someone else. If you're seeing someone else, you know, that's the problem with these. Like I love doing yes and no, but they're quick, you know, because I got to go on to the next person. So I hope I didn't leave you with a cliffhanger, but I got to go to the next person. All right, Hazel, will you and Elijah ever get back on speaking terms? So I do see an adult with two kids in a kitchen, and I also saw someone in a hospital. So this could be stuff going on with his family. This can be what his current whereabouts of his latest life. You know, I'm not sure, but this is what I'm seeing. If I had to answer your question, I'd say no. Why? I see a detachment here. I see a person very consumed with their own life, other things going on. All right. Miriam, have you been on Idris's mind lately? No. I see a person talking to someone at what appears to be, I don't know if this is a car wash or a car club, or maybe a place where a car club gets near. There's a sports car. I don't know. No, I would say no. There's something with that in dealing with this person. Okay, let's see. Lillian, does Dino have a new relationship? Wait, Deno. I don't know if they're in a relationship, but they have been, you know, there's intimacy there. So yeah, it's a romantic connection. I don't know what the status is, but yeah. Meryl, will Javier still choose you in the future? Doesn't look like it. This is something where it looks like he's visiting family. There's something old fashioned about where he's standing, something a little bit outdated in the decor. So no, it shows him visiting family. He's in their environment. They're not in his. So that's why I can tell he's visiting. That's what I see. Okay, guys, remember, if I miss your question, please spam because it helps me. Spam is my friend. I can see you again. Okay, let's see. Kimberly, will A and you, oh, I don't like letters. Give me a name or a sign, a zodiac sign or a name. Okay, Brianna, do you think Peyton will want to meet up again? I see them at a bar. I know you said drinks and that could be bar, but I see them at a bar talking to the bartender. So they are socializing again without you, which there's nothing wrong with that if they're single, but you know, just it's a little bit odd. That means yes, but I don't see the attachment from them to you. You know, maybe keep warming up the connection, or maybe do a little investigative work and try to see what they're up to, because it's a little odd, you know. Okay, Aniele, does Marissa like you? I understand you're asking about Marissa, but that's not what I'm seeing in the vision that I saw for you. I see a woman with a little boy. So this either means someone actually, literally, with a little boy in your life or entering your life. But this can also be that perhaps maybe this is something that you end up wanting. Sometimes people want children, whatever. I don't know. It's a little odd because you asked about if someone likes you, and I've read on you before. But that's the answer that I'm seeing. All right, let's see. Will Brian propose before Christmas? No, they're not empty-handed though. So there could be something that's a nice gift that's not necessarily engagement. You're asking about engagement, so the answer is no. But you got to realize what they feel. Maybe they're very excited about a gift, you know, and they see it as sweet. So, yeah, I see the little mishap in there in that connection. V, will Cancer pull through? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, let's see. Will Cancer pull through these life conflicts? So are you asking about the disease? I don't do medical. Sometimes I address medical questions in readings, but it's a little bit, you know, out of my league to diagnose like that. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Can you clarify what you're asking? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Sorry, I just, when I'm doing gazing or free yes and no or 3 cards or whatever, when I do when yes and no, like a specific thing. If you get a paid reading, you don't have to say anything. But if it's free, I want to kind of know what I'm asking. Okay, I see Kimberly. Will Adam and you reconcile by the new year? So I would say there's a jealousy theme that's going to be coming up because I do see that he's talking to someone, maybe low key to spite you, but not seen that way openly. So again, it stays low key. Yeah. Hey guys, sorry. So Fast Boy Cars is asking, are we allowed to ask questions? Yes, I'm doing free yes and no, but you got to realize on this stream, I address all my paid readings because I love the chat. I love that it records the actual chat for the archive for the client. And I love that it's uncensored, so I can do readings really comfortably. On the other place, TikTok, it's highly, highly, like I said, the C word. And you have to watch everything you say. So, but I do a lot of free stuff on there. And there's a crowd that wants the service. So I'm kind of quiet on this side, but I direct them to get the paid reads on the quiet side. So I'm sorry if I miss all you people. If you want, you can meet me over there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the ping pong and inconveniencing you to leave and go over there. You can stay here, but I don't address these questions as much. Okay, that's fine. Does your friend still have feelings for you? You can have many friends and they can all have feelings. So I need you to specify who I'm asking. If you don't want to say a word to me and you want me to tell you their sign and their description, pay a reading, I'll do it. Okay, I'm the real McCoy. But when it's free, I need a straight up question. All right? All right. Crystal. That's right. All right, guys, I got to get back to the other side. If you want to meet me, you could do it over there. Hey, Aisha, how are you? Have a good night, sweetheart. I'm going to be on the other side, okay? I'm just going to turn the camera off, but I'll be on here. All right, here we go. Samantha, does Leon have genuine feelings and intentions? We're going to leave the word intentions out. That's a little misleading. Does he have genuine feelings? So is he romantically interested in you towards commitment? Yes. Okay. No, ma'am. No. There's attraction and there's desire. But are you in the girlfriend category? Not yet. Angelina, are you still the fun hookup for Rafat? What? Okay. I understood the question, but I, for a minute, thought you were a client that I haven't heard from in a while. And it caught my eye, the name you used. So it caught me off guard for a minute. And then I had to reconnect with the energy of your question. So that's why I hesitated on Rafat. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this man does not want to commit at all. It's not that it's not you. In some cases, you know, it's a complete jerk treating you like a jerk, and in some cases, it's a guy that just is not commitment material. So it's not you personally, it's him. Okay? And this is a person that's very highly active, inappropriately on his phone, by the way. All right? Nicole, should you try again with Troy? So this person seems like they have hurt feelings. I don't know what went down with you guys. I see him at work, and I don't know, he's got something, I guess, lifting or under his arm. It seems like a item. I don't know. It's like a big item. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's his garage. I don't know. I don't care. The point is what you asked me. I see you like kind of like making small talk in real life, in person with him. So trying to like communicate. So I don't know if this was in the past when you see that there's no, like kind of like the cold shoulder, not being mean or rude, but just like kind of dry. So you're asking a reconciliation question with someone that to me seems like they have started to close themselves off. So it confuses me. Because the emotional state I see him in, it doesn't match your goal. You can't reconcile with a person that's already closing in like that. You got to address what hurt them. You got to speak their language, whatever happened, okay? Kara, will Eddie propose? No, but I see him very affectionate, and I see that you make him happy. So I think that, I'm not, this is not like a love reading where I can evaluate your relationship, but based on what I'm feeling, which is pretty strong, it seems like as long as you logically follow the formula that women should follow when they want that, to kind of like to seal the deal, it seems like he would, based on the fact that I see that you make him very happy and that he is very affectionate. So based on that, that's important. But the answer right now is no. That's not his inspiration right now. Again, I'm from the school of thought that it's the female's acts and behaviors that can lead that and seal the deal. Being a love astrologer and love psychic for how many decades, I can tell you a lot is how the woman plays the game. Okay, let's see. Jesse, should you give up on Stephen and move on? Okay. Though this is twice, I see more or less the same thing. I'm seeing that there's a man that kind of like Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing, but not exactly, because that kind of like for that kind of describes like one of those alcoholics, you know. That's not what I'm seeing. Like she said, I don't know what to call it, but I guess I'll describe it because Jekyll and Hyde doesn't exactly describe it. So I see a man that has a very affectionate side, a very loving side, a very, you know, partner oriented side. Like he knows how to be in a relationship. And then I see one that withdraws and doesn't allow you to do the things that you need to do. So there's a difference between having distance and your own agenda, your own life, your own schedule, you know, being in a relationship, but being your own individual independence, and in a relationship kind of allowing that breathing room. And then there's the one where, you know, there's a lot of obstacles that there's needless for him to place on you that you're not allowed to do the things that you need to do. So it's burdening. And then that's not love, it's selfish, right? And that's what I'm seeing. So I don't know why you would want to salvage something that is parasitic. But then again, you know, I don't know your situation, but I would say, should you try, I see that you continue. So that I see that it's not over. But then again, is the situation really healthy? I'm not sure. You know, so to answer your question, should you do anything? I think you've done enough. Maybe the ball's in his court. All right, Sandy, is Lewis really having a kid? So I'm trying to figure out, I can't have, the platform doesn't allow any kind of medical diagnosis. So I don't want to do something against policy. So I'm going to skip on that question, but I will ask if he is lying to you about something. Okay. So I do see him with an involvement with another woman, and she has dark shoulder length around their hair, and it seems with a little wave to it. But then again, maybe that's just like a blowout at a salon. I don't know. I don't care. All I'm trying to tell you is yes, there's an involvement with another woman in a romantic way. So. Okay, let's see. Ella, do you see Emmanuel still interested in continuing dating you? One second. I'm comparing the other vision. I would say yes. I would say that there is going to be a continuation of, you know, like physical romantic stuff. But you do realize you don't know everything about this person. So this person is, let's just say, secretive in a non-healthy way. So I believe that you should, you know, put the headlights on and really ask questions that have been small flags, because they are there. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Don't doubt yourself. You're very intuitive. Don't doubt it. Don't block it. All right, let's see. Go ahead, guys, if you have, you're welcome, sweetie. Hey, guys, if you have a free yes and no, go ahead and put it down below. So I'm doing a free crystal ball. Yvonne, will Douglas and you reconcile this month? So I see things being, how should I say, patched, but reconciled, where you really just, you know, go back to square one and kind of like start fresh. No, I see a distance, an unspoken distance. So I don't see it be completely genuine. Doesn't mean give up and the answer is no forever. It means that the very next experience is that. Remember, guys, gazing is a long process. Every vision would be like a couple of tarot cards. So when I do full crystal ball readings, because gazing is not the same as, you know, with tarot, you see the story unfold in front of you. With runes, you know, you kind of get the answers like direct to the root of it. You know, with astrology, you can look at all the different themes and how they connect. But with gazing, it's, you know, it's like vision after vision. So I'm doing one, and a reading of gazing in someone's love life takes about 20 visions, anywhere from 16 to 20. So you're getting one vision, so you're getting an idea of the energy, but it's not a complete reading, all right? Just to let you know. Okay, all right. So if you have a question, put it down below. These are a lot of fun. I guess on my other stream, you could see the whole ball. The way the camera is on this stream, on this camera, I think you can just see a piece of it, but it's okay. Anyway, you're not missing anything, just a crystal. Okay, let's see. Navit, will Akil reach out? Remember, if you want a full reading, my mini readings are 25. All right, I'm actually going to switch. I'm going to switch some crystal ball. I'm going to be doing gift readings. So if you want a 3-card general, it's any size gift. And if you want to book a love reading or any kind of psychic reading that I offer, you could do... I'm trying to put this here. You can book a reading for 25. I'm sorry, 15, which is the mini reading. So these are general. They don't answer a question. They're just a general message, what you need to know kind of thing. And these are any size gift. So you get 3 cards for any size gift. And if you want a love reading or career reading, you could book a mini. So these are 3 cards for any size gift. Okay, so this is for Navit. Thank you for the rose. 1. So the first card is acceptance. And this has a great deal to do with someone that you're related to that is having a very difficult time, and the way they're acting is closing their own doors. So it's going to be very difficult to give them advice if you decide to, because they're closed off. They're not going to see the forest for the trees. They're not going to listen. But it's someone that you deeply care about, and they are in a tough decision, but they're making their life worse by their decisions. All right, that's 2. The second one is dive deep. So this is reminding you that there are some things that you might uncover by accident on someone or a situation or a person that you don't mean to look for and find, but you do find. So that's one of those like so surprise things that the universe wants you to know, and you'll know when you know. And the third one is, this is support, and this is talking about friendship betrayal. So there's one person that talks behind your back or betrays, bad mouths you behind your back, and you find out, and it's difficult. All right, and that is the 3-card general, what you need to know. So if you want 3-card general, it's any size gift, any size TikTok gift. And if you want a psychic reading on love or career, the mini is 15. Hey guys, how are you? If you want a 3-card general, it's any size gift. And if you want a psychic love reading, they are $15 for my mini reading. So it's love or career or anything really. Any theme that you want, my psychic tarot is 15. And if you want a 3-card general, it's any size gift. All right, so this is for Kalisha. Kalisha. So the first one that you're getting is abundance. So this talks about fortune in a way like fortune meaning good luck. That's what it means in this particular instance. So when a person has good fortune, good luck. And it comes in a way of something that's shared. So it can be when a mother gives you something that she treasured for a while, or someone, says, this was, I paid a lot for this and I saved it, and, do you want it? It's when someone gives you something of value that has emotional attachment to it. And it's really nice. It's, there's an emotional experience to the object, to the treasure, whatever that is. And that gives the good fortune, the vibrations of the object. So this is very interesting. It's interesting because since I professionally make amulets, talismans, lucky charms in my line of work, being a magical practitioner, I find it really interesting how sometimes the love that a family or a friend can have with an object, it does charge an energy on it. Because if not, I wouldn't be hired to, sometimes a client will send me an object to put it in my hand to tell them the story of, the person that owned it. Sometimes I've done that type of work in my mediumship. And it's interesting because things hold vibrations. So that's interesting. Okay. The second card for you is positivity. And this talks about celebrating something with a friend for their life or some accomplishment they have. So this is good because this is shared enjoyment. So it's very freeing to, like if someone's getting married or has a baptism or whatever the hell is going on in their life, celebrating for that person is really pretty. Okay, and this one talks about support, and this is in the workplace, having a treatment that is not fair. So there's something not fair in the work environment that you will experience. It can be a bad review or a complaint, or I don't know, a coldness from a coworker, whatever that is, it's in the workplace and it's a negative experience from someone. All right. Thank you so much. If you guys want a 3-card general, it's any size gift. If you want a psychic love reading or career reading, my minis are $15 through my shop. All right. This one is for Chesney. Thank you for the rose. The first one is dreaming. So this is exactly that. This is a period of time where you're going to be experiencing where your head is very much sucked into, as they say, daydreaming or the clouds. Something catches your whimsical, this is very Piscean energy. It's kind of like when you get lost in a song, or maybe if you're a runner and you get finally that moment where you just let go when you're running. It's just that dreamy haze feeling, consciously, of course. No, we're not talking like a drunk brain or anything. But this is something very whimsical experience. So maybe you start crushing on someone, or maybe you envision yourself in a new direction and you're dreaming about it. So the second one is contemplation. But in this particular case, it talks about being careful not to have a head injury. So So maybe a hit to the head. So climbing on ladders or doing something that, you know, you're up high and you don't, you know, you're reaching for something. Okay. All right. And the third one is, this one is feelings. And this talks about a heaviness of feelings collected within you that are negative and you really can't share them. So this can be a jealousy feeling over someone, or maybe even a little bit of envy, or, you know, something that you don't really want to address, you're not comfortable with it, but having it built up inside you is a negative experience, and it doesn't last long, but it is strong for the moment. And those are the energies that come up for you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I will be back. If you guys want to book a reading, you could do so through my shop. They are $15 for the mini reading, and that is tarot. So that's anything with love or career or anything like that. Oh, hey, Hazel, how are you? Did you want the 3 card? You know what? I'm going to switch it up just because I get a little bored of the same thing. Give me an actual question and I'm going to answer it for you with tarot. I know I charge 15 for a mini, but I just want to switch it up before I go. And you were the last one to pop in. So go ahead and give me a question and I'm going to answer it for you. Yep, that's okay. You can do that. Go ahead and put your question, Hazel. Okay. Go ahead, sweetheart. Ask me the question. Hey guys, I just want to clarify. When I get on my stream, I do different things. Sometimes I will draw a rune, you know, for free. Sometimes I'll do mini crystal ball readings, yes and no, for free. These are mini readings. Large readings take 20 visions, 16 to 20 visions to give a full reading. I give 1 vision, so it gives you like an idea of your answer. People love those. They seem to be the most asked thing that I do, the most requested. Sometimes I'll do the 3 card general for any size gift. And of course, I'm a small business, so anything with my psychic work, I love astrology, whatever that I do as a, you know, tarotist or astrologer, you know, you got to get the reading. So my minis start at 15. When you see that I give someone 3 tarot card answers on whatever they want, it's because that person has bought readings from me, or maybe they've gotten like a lot of things from me in the day and I want to, you know, give back and just give them like a, you know, a little freebie or something. That's why I'm doing that. But a gift is a penny. You get 1 penny. The reason I take gifts for these is because it's not a lot of effort to give energy readings. So like 3 cards, it gives the people an idea of what they need. But the reason that I take gifts is because the algorithm rewards you know, this token type of behavior. But I'm a small business and this is what I do professionally. So if I'm going to take out of my life and my time and my energy and my profession, like if I tutored children or I baked cookies or I cut people open and sewed them back together as a surgeon, I'm going to be paid for my time and my professional services. So I do not give for free, for a penny, my work. But sometimes I do for free because I love giving back. Not that I have to, but I like it. So I do give freebie stuff. But do not tell me that you gave me a penny and you want my services, because I'll tell you to get the fuck off my stream. Okay, seriously. I'm just telling you. So I don't do that. But I'm very happy to give back and offer stuff for people. So watch your manners when you're on my stream, please. Okay, so Hazel, I want to gift you this, sweetie. Go ahead. I'm sorry for the interruption, but go ahead and give me your question if you'd like. Actually, you know what, Hazel, why don't you meet me on the other place, the other stream, the letter Y, the letter T, so I could do your question for you, sweetheart, okay? Meet me on there and I'll do it. I'm on there now. That way it's uncensored and I can answer your question comfortably. Hey guys, I'm waiting for Hazel if they want me to answer their question. But if there's anyone on here, hey, is this Hazel? Are you Hazel? Oh, good. Okay, sweetie, thank you. People are so rude on there, and I have a mouth on me, so I have to like learn to bite my tongue because I will snip at people. Right? You saw that stupid ass saying that she gave me a penny. I gave you a token. Answer my question. Pfft, eat shit, asshole. I don't have to answer shit. Because she saw that I'm giving you one. I'm like, oh, that's different, okay? She bought a reading and she's sweet, so shut up. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, honey, ask me about, you said it was Mario, right? Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. How can I help you, sweetheart? I know, they're so disrespectful. I know, it's so rude. But I do have to watch my mouth, though. I got it, because they could report me for being rude or something. I'm like, sorry. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Yes, I'll be answering your question too, Aisha. I appreciate your support by being part of my streams. Thank you. So go ahead. Ask me about Mario. How can I help you? Okay. Aries, huh? Ooh, that's difficult. They are such difficult men. I'll be quiet. They're nice. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So you're not the one that is interested in the twins, are you? No, not the twin. That's a different Hazel, right? Because Hazel's a unique name, and I think today I said to you, "I'll remember you," and then I because Hazel's a unique name, but then I think there was another Hazel. The same day, I'm like, "Oh no, you're not the twin girl, right? That you like twins, or like one of the twin brothers likes you. That's not you." I'm mixing you up, huh? It doesn't matter. You know what? That's okay. If you can't strike my memory, that's okay. I have a good memory. I promise. I have a very good one. Oh, okay. You are the one with the twins. Okay. I was going to say, so who is Mario? Because I'm like, I don't know of any Mario. That's what, but I remember the name Hazel. And I'm like, Hazel's with the Aquariuses. And then you're telling me about an Aries, so I'm like, what? Okay. All right, blank the mind. Okay, Lucy, tell me. Mario is a new guy you're into? Because last I heard, I think you were just giving Julian a taste of his medicine. Oh, okay. No worries. So you want to find out about Mario. So Mario's a new guy? Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. All right, hang on. One momento. All right. One interesting thing here. Couple of things. So there's something I got to figure out about Mario. Okay, bookmark that 1 minute. I'm going to come back to it. It's a red flag. He genuinely is very attracted to you, and he genuinely wants to take you out. So the interesting thing is Julian is going to notice, and or at least I think it's Julian. It seems to me, well, David is noticing first. He doesn't know yet. None of them know yet, I think. But David's going to take notice because David low-key likes you. But he can't just like pursue you or talk about it because it is awkward. It's his brother, and the brothers don't do that. We talked about that. It would have to be like a long time goes by without, you and the other one having any history. And maybe then at that point. But anyway, David takes notice later on. So I guess you post something or they see something. And then later on, which I can tell something's going to keep escalating with Mario. Later on, it looks like, what's his name? Julian is going to get jealous. It's interesting because he's going to get piqued interest by you being with Mario. But I think the Mario thing is really pretty steamy, it looks. So you might really like Mario and forget about Julian, which is kind of funny because I think we mentioned something like that in the last read, but I can't remember exactly. Let me just peek at this warning here with Mario. Okay, just a second. All right. So the flag and warning with Mario is that what? I'm confused. I thought you weren't addressing any of that anymore. I thought you weren't going to talk to them and kind of just be a snob and not deal with them for a while. Did you crack and crumble? Did you like decide to start talking to them again and going back and forth? Remember, that's very belittling to you. Anyway, remember, we're not really looking into the situation. Remember that I'm just looking into Mario. Focus on that, because I mentioned a little bit about them, but with Mario's, Mario's energy. We're not looking into the twins right now. This was simply to find out about you and Mario. So we've established he likes you. It's genuine. He's attracted to you. One of the twins is going to notice first. The other one is going to be jealous later on. I do see that you and Mario are going to be growing in the way that you are. Don't ruin it by telling him about the twins. If he thinks that you were into him, and guys don't like if you have a very recent ex, because he's going to feel gross, like you're somebody else's belonging. I know it's weird, but men think that way. Don't ruin your connection with Mario because of these two people. Remember, I told you that they can ruin something for you, or the other one, Julian, can ruin something for you. Don't do it. Mario really likes you. Don't ruin it. Also, if you want the other one to come back jealous for you to, be like, bye, fly a kite, you gotta play the game, Now, the important flag that I'm seeing with Mario. Are you ready? Can you hear me clearly? The flag that I'm seeing with Mario is Hazel. You there? The flag that I'm seeing on Mario is that there's someone that wants to get some kind of vindictive revenge on him, and they're watching him. So that means that he's dealt with people into shady stuff. So Mario, maybe he's got some bad blood or some beef with somebody, and that he's under someone's watch, like looking at you, they got him under the spyglass because they are trying to like get revenge. So this is, maybe they try to take his whatever item or whatever, but this is something where it's a little shady because it talks about revenge from sorry, I'm getting rid of my gum. Revenge, because of something that he's some beef they've had. So it's fine. That's why I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's not really good energy. That shit's criminal energy around him. What the hell? And then that's what that is. But yeah, as far as liking you, it is genuine. And I suggest you embrace that, because it's a nice guy that's taking you out. He likes you. And that's exactly what you wanted. This can be a boyfriend. Don't close that. Let me close that. Let me find one more question out. Hang on. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not getting into your business. I don't care what you do, but I'm going to tell you something. If you you know, go to the bakery with him too soon, and you kind of like just give in to that too soon, you can lose him being your boyfriend. You know this, right? You never heard your grandma, your mom, your great grandma tell you the 3-month rule? You should make a guy wait to smoochy smoochy. A kissy kissy's okay, but a smoochy smoochy, you gotta wait. You gotta make him wait. And you don't want to tell him about your past, and you don't want to tell him about the other guy, and you don't want that. And if he asks for your phone, get rid of all those conversations that you've had with the other dingbat. Get rid of them from your phone and hand him your phone so that he has nothing to worry about. You can turn this into a boyfriend, but if you mix it up and you tell him too much about the twins and too much about your ex, and he'll ask you about the dates, he's gonna feel like, ew, like I don't want leftovers. So don't talk about that. You could talk about it later when you're in a relationship and he's in love with you and you're committed to each other. Then you can tell him all the things, sort of, you know. The past is the past, should stay in the past. But, you know, be honest and stuff, but at the right time. Right now, if you also, you know, are physical with him too soon, then he's going to put you in the slut category, just saying, and you're not going to be in the girlfriend category. So you kind of have to have a boundary. If you really want a boyfriend and you really like him and you want him to be crazy about you, play the game. The way that women get the ring. The way that women have to act to get the respect and to be in the girlfriend category. Men like to chase. Men like what they can't have at first. And men fall in love where the woman is playing a little bit of hard to get. So they like sweetness. But, you know, if a woman is too easy, they're on to the next thing. That's how men are. You got to give a little resistance and make them work for it. When they find, like, they have to really get nervous. Oh, she said yes. If you throw yourself at him and you're convenient and easy and that's it, he's not going to respect you. So you got to, you know, delay on answering the call a little bit. You got to, you know, so not a problem. Hey, Aisha, how are you? Thank you, Hazel. Aisha, let's see. So Amada Azim, is he deeply emotional for you? Okay. Not deeply emotional for you right now. Let me do the crystal for you. 1 second. So this is for, we're going to ask about Ahmad Azim for Aisha. No, this I'm showing that he's very much into computers or games or something where there's a screen. Very much into an electronic. No, I'm not seeing that there's a deep connection with you. No. I'm not saying there can't be, but I'm saying that as of right now, you got to work on that a little bit more. Yeah. You got to work on that a little bit. No problem, sweetheart. No problem. I like that you, you know, you're supportive of my work and you pop in to say hello. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It gets lonely on the stream, you know. I like to have people pop in and say, hi, Lucy. It makes me feel happy. Thank you, honey. All right, sweetheart. Oh, I understand. I'm not saying he's not sweet. I'm not saying that he's not, I'm saying that he hasn't fallen in love yet. So maybe it's because you're acting too attracted. Maybe if you make it a little harder for the guy, where he doesn't seem like he can read you, or he doesn't seem like he knows you, you know, like he doesn't know what you're feeling, he might be like, I really like her. But if you're all like, hi, how are you? I like you. How are you? How are you? How was your day? He'll be like, oh my God, she likes me so much. But if you don't call him and he calls you hi, you know, you gotta make him think about you, girl. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not sweet or kind, or I'm saying he hasn't fallen for you yet. Yes. Don't mess it up, girly girl. Do not mess it up. You hear me? Don't mess it up. He likes you. All right. Okay. Women have the power, you know. Women are magical. They just need to bat their eyelashes and put on red lipstick. No, that's not true, Aisha. It's the way you're acting. You got to act like a snob. Hi, how are you? I don't know. I guess I'm fine. You have to be a little bit stuck up. Would you have dinner with me? I'm not sure, but I'll think about it. And then he'll be like, oh my God, I hope she says yes. But if you're like, yes, I want to, yes, he'll be like, I don't know. Maybe you are just too sweet. Yes, you have to. Yes. Start asking the women in your life, your mom, your sister, or whatever, best friends. Start observing. Get stories from married women, from women that know what they're talking about. You know, you got to make him work a little bit, you know. You can't be so easy like that. Oh, I like you. You know, you seem mysterious. You didn't answer your phone. I was busy. That's why I'm saying. Then he knows you like him, and then it seems desperate. And men do not find desperate sexy. That's why you say nobody falls for you, nobody cares, because you're showing them too much. Too much. You can't do that. You have to let them be mysterious. Hazel's like, I'll do it. Yes, aye, Captain. All right, ladies, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.